3, 2, 1.
You know what I feel like doing?
Correcting me on a song lyric?
Yes, I feel like kicking back, relaxing, getting comfy. Welcome to the Get Comfy Game Break. I am your host, Kalo, as always, here to give you the lowdown on all things gaming, and I'm joined by my co-host.
Hey guys, it's DJ AIM.
How are you doing today?
I'm well, how are you, buddy?
See, we've grown from the last episode. See, we're moving on. We're expanding. We're being kind to each other. But we might fight every now and then, you know, it kind of...
Mortal Kombat, no.
No, we're going to take our business inside the squared circle.
I'm in the wrong room. I'm just gonna get Alan.
Yeah, you got to leave the ring. But speaking of leaving the ring, we're going to talk about today WWE 2K20 coming out.
Is it time to play the game?
It's time to play the game. You know, it is coming out on all platforms, Xbox, PlayStation, I think the Switch, I wouldn't doubt it. But, you know, it's coming out soon, and we want to talk about it because, you know, we are wrestling fans, and we want to talk about the game, talk about the new features that are available in this game. Also, the inclusion of my favorite dude, The Fiend, Bray Wyatt.
It comes out October 22nd, 2019, guys. So
Probably by the time that this episode released, the game will come out.
See, I plan ahead.
You plan ahead.
This is why I'm the producer.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Kind of, sort of, not really. We give you the title. I just do all the work.
You just do the back work.
I do all the legwork, the important stuff.
I get the topics done.
Yes.
So you say that when the last WWE 2K game you got was 15, I want to say, or 14?
The last one I bought with my own money was 15, but all the other ones I've gotten were free with Games with Gold on Xbox.
But so you played 16, 17, 18, and 19.
I have not played 19. I have not played 18. I think 17 was the last one I actually
played.
played.
Out of those three, which one's from 3 being the worst, 1 being the best? Which ones do you think?
I would have to say, well, because, you know, I haven't played with the updated rosters. I haven't played with new characters.
Well, no, but you played from 15 to 17. So out of those three,
I have to say, what's the one with Brock Lesnar on the cover?
that was 17.
Yeah, 17. 17 would be my favorite as of right now. I know if I buy the new ones, I'll certainly like those better because it's updated rosters, all that new stuff, all the bells and whistles.
But I am, you know, whenever a game like MLB or a franchise that carries on every year,
like a sports game,
basically, you want it to be better.
Yes.
Than what the previous game was.
Exactly.
And with, you know, 15, 16, 17, and 18, the 15 to 16 went and 17 got a little bit better. 18 and 19 fixed some of that. 20, I seen the gameplay. I got a little information from it. I talked to 2K. It is not. It's a step down from 2K19.
You know, with games that come out every year, and like you release pretty much the same game every year, there's only so much you can do for a game like that too. But
the thing is, you can add stuff that people have been asking for, like a last man standing match, a buried alive match, a special guest referee match, a 3 stages of hell, so like all these funky stuff. Like, I get it, we don't see those on TV anymore, but people still like
want it.
Yeah, and I feel like until you don't listen, they listen with some of the critics about like all the goofy stuff, like the Fiend and the bump in the 9-pack.
Yeah, they're releasing a pack with like monsters. Like again, they're releasing around Halloween, so it sounds better to release those type of things then. And it builds on the hype of Halloween, I guess, because people want to get spooky. But I kind of want to pose a question to you before we get into like our thoughts on this game. Do you think a game like Madden and like MLB and WWE, whenever they release a title, do you think that they should just release like WWE, the game, and then every year offer a DLC pack, whether it's $14-15, and you get the new rosters, you get all the new matches, you get everything else?
But what the thing with MLB does is that they don't do a DLC, they do updated rosters.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you want your game, I feel like you should only do that if you know you're not going to make a new game next year or the year before. But a perfect example is the game I played was Dragon Ball Z's Universe 2.
Yes.
It came out in 2017. I'm going to check that again for you. But 2017. And what they did was you could do the online, you could do versus online, you could do these side quests offline or online, and then you could do the main story mode.
Mm-hmm.
Story mode was probably, I want to say, 20 hours it took me.
Okay.
And then the quests, there's like, starting off top of my head, I think there were like 50 or 100 quests, right?
Yeah.
You can unlock 100 quests, yes.
Okay.
And then once you beat that, it's done. And then they added the DLCs because because the show Dragon Ball Super was still going on, and they had all these new characters that weren't in the game to play with. but they added every DLC. They would add a new character that was in the show.
Okay.
And stuff like that. So you could still and added more side quests. So the gameplay mechanic of the game was every 4 months DLC 1, DLC 2, DLC 3, and then it was another one DLC 3.5, 3.1. They were adding small characters, making people still play to start the game. And they haven't released one since then, 2019 now. But
they still release content, like they still add on to that game. And I think games that kind of do that yearly release will benefit from just releasing, you know, like a roster or something and kind of updating the game. One, it cuts down on production costs, so you can put more money into the actual game versus producing millions and millions of copies, trying to get different cover athletes.
The game came out in 2016.
Yeah.
And the last update was this year in 2019.
It just shows it's a game that has longevity, and if you keep expanding on the singular game, don't you think that like you can lower the price of the original game itself? Like you said, Xenoverse.
Yeah.
Like make it, I don't know, when it releases $60. A year from now, 30, and then like you put more price on the DLC because people want those characters.
But I feel like a sports game, like, because now with Fox owning SmackDown thing, they wanted more sports entertainment, and you want to trade it like an MLB, like NFL. You play Madden, I'm assuming.
Yes,
right?
I do.
They'll update rosters. They don't add DLC, right?
It depends on the year. Like I usually with Madden games I skip a year, so I'm like I'll buy 17, not 18. I buy 19. Not 20, I'll buy 21.
Weird flex, but okay.
Yeah, I know, it's weird, but just because like my same rosters, I'm used to it, and like some players don't make a difference, but like this year I bought Madden because one, the Jets have new uniforms. I want to play as Sam Darnold.
I get that. I 100% caught up. You guys think new players, like new rookies, basically.
Yeah.
But like they're not DLC, but they don't add like DLC.
No
DLC. Like I'm saying, because I don't know the Jets. I remember Team Tebow was on the Jets. Say if he was like during midseason, they got him midseason game. You can add him as a DLC. They don't do that. Like if the Jets are in the season, and then halfway through the season they get a new guy in the field.
They do updated rosters,
but DLC wise, don't.
There's no DLC for the game. The only DLC I would kind of say is for the game is Ultimate Team, where you buy packs of cards and you kind of build a team and you can play with that team.
See, why can't WWE do this? 2K, if you're listening, probably not. But shout out to you guys. Do something like that, but like don't add the legends in the game. Like add the current roster in the game.
Yeah.
And then have the DLCs just be the legends.
Yeah.
And then have like how you said Madden does with the supercard and build your own team. You can have them, but have them in the game like DLC. And then I just lost my train of thought for a second. I'm sorry. No, you can have that as a team as a DLC, and then you have an updated roster with the NXT call-ups or the draft. Or if you're doing universe mode, once a draft happens, you could do different superstars, different rosters. Would you want to do a draft live? You're like, all right, and then it does it for you instead of doing manually.
And then also too, we see with how superstars change over the years.
Yeah,
like
Baron Corbin shaved his hair mid-game, right after the game came out.
Yeah.
Oh, Dean Ambrose. You know what? This is why EA needs to buy WWE.
We just seen it with Bailey too. She just changed her getup.
And the game's coming out. Like,
so there's no way an updated character model is coming out in time.
Yeah.
Maybe they do an update where they add a new attire or something like that. But I highly doubt we're going to see this version of Bailey in 2K20.
If you want to make it a sports game, if you want to treat it as a wrestling game, you need to give us free stuff. We're already paying $60. Some people paying $80 and $120 for the deluxe and collector's edition. But if you want to make money, you have because there's gonna be people who will play as the legends, and then when you feel like, oh, these legends are now DLC, legends should be something hard not be able to get in game, something you should pay money for.
I feel like the big ones like Ric Flair, Stone Cold, The Rock
should be in the game.
But when you're talking about Sergeant Slaughter or like Hacksaw Jim Duggan, or like I don't know,
Andre the Giant.
Maybe Andre should be in there because he's a big superstar, like Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah.
There's there's tiers to legends.
Yeah.
Like the Mount Rushmore of WWE. That should be in the game. But like when you go deeper and deeper into your vault of legends, like Eddie Guerrero should be one of those legends that are in there already. But again, it's also varying opinions because like some people may think that, I don't know, Paul Bearer is one of the best WWE legends of all time. He's a manager. But like, again, people might want him in the game.
Because then if you have WWE does it all the time when they have the NXT rosters. Well, you can also have the NXT stars be DLC. Keep doing that.
Yeah, because they're adding in people. Yeah. Like right now, I could say that last year, this NXT that's happening right now is not the same roster.
No, 100%.
Like Matt Riddle's there, Undisputed Era is really grown. Roderick Strong is now a part of Undisputed Era.
Well,
Velveteen Dream.
What a great, going back to the updates, you reminded me that they did an update and they added Roderick Strong's Undisputed Era, because when the game came out, they didn't have him.
He was by himself.
He had his whole Titantron, but now with the update, they added the tag team entrance with Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong at the Undisputed Era. They had his Undisputed Era Titantron song and his walk, which I thought was great because it was something brand new. They did it with Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre's tag team entrance, Matt and Bray, Kevin Owens and Sammy. I thought it was great. Do stuff like that with your DLCs and your not even DLCs, free updates.
Yeah, because we were talking about how Keith Lee is in the game, but we don't know if Dominik Dijakovic is.
Yeah.
And they've been having amazing matches on NXT, and I'm sure people who watch NXT on a weekly basis...
on the USA Network.
Yes, they want to replicate those matches, or they want to tag team with them, or whatever. So, like, if they add in, like, a yearly, like, NXT pack, or... a WWE roster pack, because again, people switch when they go from the main roster or NXT to the main roster, or vice versa, because Finn Balor just showed up on NXT with a shaven head, and I think he has a tattoo on his hand.
Yeah, I want that tattoo on my guy. I want to be as realistic as possible.
And well, that's the thing. People really want it to be realistic, up to date, but then again, they can rely on Create a Superstar or how you edit. Because
some people do a great job. But enough of the rosters and everything.
Like what we want.
Yeah, what we want. I want to talk about the game itself.
Yes.
Gameplay mechanic, like I said, they changed the whole controllers. They're saying that because it's for new people trying to get in. But I feel like the reason they did it because they needed to add something brand new, because there's something super new.
Yeah.
There's Bump in the Night and 2K Originals, which is all zombie stuff. But yeah, so they added all these controls. You might hate them. I already saw them. I'm like, I already hate the controls. I like the way it was. Don't touch my Pepsi. Do not touch the way I know how to play 2K now. I don't like the changes.
Yeah.
And the story mode, which is the career mode, it's really, I saw a little bit of it. I enjoyed playing it. But the thing was, like, you could clearly see the time that they took for having, some people get scanned in the game and some people don't. Like your main character, Trey and Red, they are scanned in the game. But like in high school, the same starts in high school. Trey and Red's Bully, who are Brooklyn something her name is. You could clearly see that she's a Barbie doll, and she wasn't scanned in the game. All the kids in the back of the high school, they weren't scanned. Like, come on, guys, if you're gonna make environment and have other kids, and just scan every single person in the game, so it doesn't stand out to us.
Yeah, because then you'll know who's like created by like stuff in the game versus who's scanned.
Yeah,
it's a clear as day. But I noticed now when I was watching the trailer, there is now a woman in the story mode, or the career mode, I should say.
So in the career mode, Trey and Red are best friends.
Yes.
They were wrestling friends in high school, and then they're like, let's make a list, and we're going to cross everything off this list in high school.
It's like face The Undertaker at WrestleMania, go to NXT, blah, blah, blah.
And there's some funny stuff like what's inside The Undertaker's urn, or star in a movie star, which you have a great experience with The Miz in that section, which I can't wait to play the game.
Yeah.
But I might not buy it right away, because if people have been saying it, I played it, it doesn't seem that good.
See, like, for you who've played 19...
18, I played You've
played every single one. This might not be a buy for you right away, but for someone like me who hasn't played and skipped years, I might want to dive into this because, one, I haven't played with a new roster since 17, and I also haven't played with these new graphics or this new gameplay mechanics or even a story mode. Because I know that I was at that, like, 17 had a better creation suite than any other game I've played so far. And then now I bet you they've updated that. They've added more. There's like your created superstar looks more real.
Also, I just remember, I was looking at my phone. I just remember two things. You know the new 24/7 title?
Yes.
It came out about, like, what do you want to say, this summer, early summer? That's not in the game at all.
Yeah, it's crazy. And that's a big, like, air quotes here, big title.
But,
people like it. It's fun.
And you want to see it. It came out this summer. You want to add it. And then, you know how people like creating a championship belt, right?
Yeah.
They create a title away from
that sucks.
Which is really upsetting because, and their thought was like, oh, there were a lot of bugs to fix this. They're like, when an update, we might put it back in the game. But a lot also falls on that, like, their partner, Ukes, left them midway to the game. So they were all scrambling, and you can really tell it by this game.
And something like that with, like, a title that you can create or do something like that, it's something that can be fast and quick. Like, I'm sure they can whip up a 24/7 championship.
Yeah, an update.
Yeah, an update. I'm sure that they can also, too, with the Cruiserweight Championship. It's no longer 205 Live. It's the NXT Cruiserweight Championship. So with that being said,
That's an easy text change.
or vocal thing, because when they
Yeah.
announced this is the NXT like cruiserweight championship
I
match.
feel like they're not gonna change it, and
No.
and the fact that you can't create a belt now to have it exactly like the cruiserweight title, but have the name different,
Yeah.
shows you like you're gonna be stuck with that. So
Yeah, it comes with the territory releasing every year. But you know what? Before we leave, I want to talk to you about something.
what is it? Are you okay?
Yes, I am very okay. Actually, I'm doing more than okay because I take care of my beard with Grave Before Shave beard oil products.
I was wondering. I needed something for my beard too. It's really long. It's growing in, but I needed some oil. Do you have an oil that can help me with my beard?
Right now, I'm enjoying the Headhunter scent, which is a nice orangey, kind of citrus, tropical vibes. Like you're on Hawaii sipping a Mai Tai, a nice old pina colada, if you will. Grave Before Shave is hands down some of the best stuff I've ever used in my beard on my face. It is available on Amazon, and if you want to Google it, Grave Before Shave, Fisticuffs LLC, you'll obviously see it somewhere.
What's our promo code? Do we have a promo code?
We do not have a promo code yet, but we're working on it. We're in the works. But that about does it here for the Get Comfy Game Break. I hope y'all enjoyed. Remember, we upload every Friday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on all major listening platforms. And if you like what we do here, go check out the original Get Comfy podcast, available on all major listening platforms, Sunday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you know what? We'll see you guys next time.
Peace.